over 6. All right, and the last example was just graph exponential functions. They didn't give me an example, so I'll just kind of do a quick little overview on, the graph. I'm not sure if they were talking about graphing via table or transformations. Really the main thing, guys, it doesn't matter if it's y equals 2 to the x, y equals e to the x. You just need to know the parent function of the exponential equation. So now, obviously, these are not the exact same graph. They do obviously have a different growth, but but their graphs are going to look very, very similar to each other. And really the main thing that is, I think, most important about graphing a exponential function is that one, you're going to have the y-intercept at 0, 1. And then also you have this horizontal asymptote at y equals 0. So if you kind of remember those two characteristics, as well as what the graph looks like, obviously, that's really going to, kind of be I think the main thing that I want students to be able to take away as far as the exponential graph. Because from there, at least in our pre-calculus class and calculus, when we do exponential equations, we really just want them to know those characteristics and then basically how to apply, when we have transformations. So let's just say, let's call this B to the, we don't want to use B. Oh, it's been a while. What do we use? Oh, I'll just use E, I guess. Yeah, I'll use E. That's a good one. E, because really you could have anything being there. And then this would be B times X minus C plus D. Okay, so again, now all you're simply going to do is remember A is going to be your vertical stretch or compression, as well as a reflection about the y-axis. D is shifting up and down. Remember, A and D are your vertical transformations. A is multiplication, so that's stretch and compress, as well as reflect. And then D is your adding, that's why you're up and down. Inside of the function is going to be your B and C. So B is going to be your horizontal stretch or compression, as well as reflection about the y-axis. And C is going to be your shift left and right. So basically, when you have an exponential function that you need to graph, my advice is to always graph the parent function first and then apply the transformations. And really, you're just going to apply the transformations knowing you have the y-intercept at 0, 1, and then the horizontal asymptote at y equals 0. So you just basically kind of move those points around, obviously the shape of the graph, apply reflections, and so on and so forth.